Hi, I'm BJ.
And I'm Louisa.
And we're life partners.
That's right.
I don't like to use the term life partner, because I think we're gonna be together long after life. I like to think of, I know, it gets me right here too. It's like getting stabbed in the heart but with a knife of love. I don't think they make those. But I tell you what, your chicken would taste better, right? If it was a knife of love, it wouldn't taste nearly as foul. Oh no, but really. Oh, she gets tickled. She gets tickled.
I do.
I know, she does. Twice on Friday. No, that's true though.
Stop.
Your mullet's coming in good.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I've been growing
I had a mullet, but then I decided to go with the upward front, is what I call it. I don't like to put up a front, but I do when it looks good.
Too much.
No, it is. Anyways, I think we're gonna be together long after life in the lesbian heaven that is Home Depot. I think is where
Home Depot.
I work at.
BJ works at Home Depot.
I do. I work in the lumber department. It's the only time I'm doing anything with wood.
Dream job. Dream job.
Dream job. Let me tell you, I tried Lowe's. They had me in paints.
Problems.
I cannot do paint.
It was one problem after another with them. I couldn't. Their audacity, out of control.
Yeah.
Out of control.
Not only I'm actually allergic to most lead-based paints as well, which I didn't think they could sell anymore.
I know.
Loophole. There is a loophole, and it's not a good thing.
We were actually planning on doing
check your paints.
An independent film expose about it.
We were. Then we found out love stories don't do so good if it's two girls swimming in lead paint.
It's true.
I pushed for it. I did, but they made a film similar to it, and they called it Monster, and it won, I believe, an Academy Award.
It did.
But they took out the swimming in paint scene. Christina Ricci in that film, hot. And let me just tell you.
Not as hot as you.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, you're too good. But let me tell you, the dame in that movie, the main one, Charlize Theron, or Theron, however you want to say it, in Monster.
I don't even know.
Oh, never hotter than in that movie. Never hotter.
Really?
Well, not as hot as you. I mean,
stop.
Seriously.
Don't stop, though.
No, here's the thing, you're hotter because you don't murder people.
There you go. I teach children. I teach children.
I think physically she probably was doing better, but I'm telling you, you haven't murdered a soul. Not since the restraining order.
I know. Well, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle.
No, that one wasn't a joke. You tell them you actually had a restraining order.
I did. I have an ex-husband.
We like to call it Louisa's dark phase.
A straight dark phase.
A straight dark phase. Her different-ism. We don't like labels a lot.
I know.
Again, with the life partner thing, we call it her differently able time.
My differently able time.
But not like a handicap. She could walk. I mean, she wasn't crippled. She was crippled from the waist down, but not in the legs. It's a bad analogy. Anyways, you had a restraining order.
Yeah, my husband at the time.
Ex-husband was husband at the time.
Yes.
Go on, I'm sorry.
I'm
so sorry I keep cutting you off.
It's okay.
I'm telling you, I'm cutting through a story like a skill saw. You can buy them at Home Depot. Not in the lumber department, though. It's over. It's 2 aisles
You don't deal with those so much.
I don't do with the saws. I do strictly lumber.
Strictly lumber.
Not paint. Strictly lumber.
I know.
But let me tell you one thing. It is a beauty. You can see right over the aisle to the lamps. I've never been so distracted by shiny Victorian objects since I dated that girl in high school. Her name was Victoria.
You said you wouldn't mention Victoria.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
That's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I was talking about my Uncle Vic. Uncle Vic. He was a race car driver. I'm sorry I lied to you.
That's okay.
Anyway, so you had a restraining order.
I did have a restraining order. It was kind of from a different like my dark past.
Differently
we like to
able
call it.
time.
Differently able time. And really the story is just that I happened to wake up one morning and it was like I was waking up in a nightmare, and that nightmare was my life. And my husband at the time, my ex-husband now,
ex-person, I don't want to ruin the end of the story, but ex-person.
He actually I was lying next to him and I couldn't, there was no way this could be real. How could this be real?
Long story short, I don't eat her scrambled eggs anymore. That's really how she did it. Scrambled eggs on toast. And I think he even said, didn't you tell me? He said, this mayonnaise tastes weird. Why do you put mayonnaise on an egg sandwich? You know what it was? Arsenic. I don't know how she got it.
He didn't really see it coming, but now, I can't go near his parents' house. I can't go near his brother's house.
Also because he had an astigmatism, which you forgot to mention.
I did.
So
you work in Home Depot.
I work at Home Depot in the lumber department. I'll tell you, the lumber it's like my family that I'll never have without a miracle. or artificial insemination, which that's her end. That is her, well, it's both.
That's true. I've decided to carry for us.
It's my end.
I'm carrying,
if you know what I mean.
Right?
Yeah, she's gonna carry.
I'm carrying
not only because I think she's
life.
the stronger woman and loves the miracle of life, but also because I have irritable bowel syndrome. And that's just not. I don't want the doctor to be down there and me pushing. You are not gonna know. There's gonna be more than a baby coming out. He might say, "Oh, baby," but I'm only at 3 centimeters. Yeah. So, anyways, the wood is my baby. The lumber.
But I'll be honest. I'm really excited to have kids because I love kids. I work with kids. My job. I work in a progressive school.
They're gifted. These kids are truly gifted.
BJ's come to see them.
As a lesbian, I'll tell you, first thing I want to do is adopt every one of them.
I know.
As a lesbian, that's what I want to do.
They are fantastic. It's 1st and 2nd grade together, and then we teach a 6th grade curriculum, and we call them the Omega class.
Omega. I actually like to call them the Alpha Omega because they're so smart. They're the beginning and the end.
I know.
So they're very. I'll tell you, if I wasn't shunned by every religious group in the country, I would say they are Christ-like. But that's just another tally on their list of why I'm going to hell.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
Well, my afterlife is Home Depot, whether it's on fire or not.
I know.
I'm going to be happy as long as I get a skill saw and a blade. Those are the same thing. I have
a hair in my mouth.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
If it makes you